Hey family, we are live, broadcasting live. This is the Conversation Room 101. Make sure it's only adults in the house. I need your mind to be open, prepared, and relaxed. Welcome to our home. Take your shoes off. We got some rules we need to go over. Be kind. No cursing in the chat. If you want to curse, call in. And no shouting out other channels. That's a no-no. We got one other rule. There is no judging our guests. It will not be permitted. Zero tolerance. And if so, you want to do that, guess what? We got security. And we will escort you out. Because over here, hashtag we don't care. We're going to be one big family. We're going to laugh together sometimes. We're going to cry. But we definitely going to pray. I thank the Lord above for everything. I lift him up and give him the glory. But you guys, right now we're going to get our popcorn and then we're going to see what's going on. And let me just park my car and I'll be in there in a minute. I see you soon.
The Copyright Disclaimer Act. The Copyright Disclaimer Act under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news, reporting, teaching, scholarships, and research. Fair use is used permitted by copyright statutes that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
Like, share, subscribe.
Do you want to know? Well, I've been thinking about you, and I think I have to listen, because the sun is up, it's a beautiful day.
We won't stop. We will not stop.
Sun. Come, won't you come along? And it feels so right. It's like luck is raining on me. Go and follow your heart. Doesn't matter how far. There is so much love to give. Something's telling me this time. Baby, baby, now
See this?
go.
You cannot go.
Baby, baby, gotta go. There is so much love to give. Something's telling me it's right.
Neighbors and the
When you
community
came to me,
compelled to
who are
scour
you?
the area.
It's you, yeah, boy.
Where does the fault lie on you?
Hey family, how's everybody doing? Everybody doing? Oh, you guys came on in here. I've been sleeping all day. Yep, my nose stopped back up again. Yep, SP. I see. I check. Girl, I was looking at my text messages. I was looking. I hear you. Matter of fact, it said, Michigan is going through some stuff. They're waking up trying to find their kids in Michigan. She said, Detroit is horrible. I know in 2024, when I started hearing horrible, because I really did not use it a lot in my vocabulary, because things was just bad, or you say, oh, it was just bad, it was the worst or something. But then the word horrible is just it's terrible to how these kids in Detroit, they're starting to look. Hey, I want to give a shout out to everybody that's up in here. We came in here, and we just got started. So if you in the building and you didn't know, we just got started. We open up at 4:00. So let me give a shout out to Zena. Zena came in here. She said, good afternoon. She said, I know you an hour. But trust and believe, you guys, I wasn't going to come on at all because it seems like this cold is come and go, come and go, come and go. And actually, I can't even, when I go through a lot of stuff, you can always tell because I sleep when, I have insomnia. So when I sleep, that I'm trying to, like, I don't do it myself. My body does it. And what happens is, and I'm just telling y'all the truth. You can believe it or you don't believe it. It don't. Diesel's right here. He'll testify for me. Diesel, I need you to tell them. Tell them. Speak. Or you? He said, I'm itching. Diesel, they don't know you here. Hold on. He's itching, you guys. Hold on. We gotta find. He's just miserable with all this itching. And we give him baths all the time. He's allergic to his own skin. Diesel, they want to hear from you. Speak. D. He said, I'm itching, Mama. I'm itching. I'm no, whoa. I'll scratch you, baby. He said, oh my God, how you going to find anybody and you just itch all the time? He says, I know. You know what, Diesel? You know what? I'm not going to listen to the doctor no more. I don't listen to doctors anyway. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get you something. I'm going to buy you something because evidently it's been 2 years. Nothing's worked. Nothing's working. I love you. I do. You's a big boy. Oh, you was a big boy. You trying to climb up in my lap. What? You miserable, ain't you? You just miserable with all that itching, huh? I'm sorry you're allergic to your own skin. That's what they say. They say it. Alright. And Benadryl don't work with him. It might help him, but it's not enough. It's not enough. Anyway, how's everybody doing? Oh, let me see who else is in the building. I said Zena, Woke to God, Lisa Taylor, Nancy LaRose, Diane Harris, Woke to God, Nancy LaRose, Diane Harris, Nancy, Northern Dame, Sanja, Nancy, and I see Lisa, Woke to God, and I'm going down, you guys. So I want to say thank you guys for coming on in here. You guys, she said, I give my dog Claritin. Oh, you do? Huh. Maybe I need to try some Claritin for him. Thank you for that, Lisa Taylor. Does it work? Because, sit down. You're doing too much. Sit down. You can't bark because you're so itchy. And then you in here. And see, we thought, dude, we got fleas, And everybody be like, oh my God, this dog just itchy. He got fleas and all this other stuff. No, this dog, even though he likes being outside, he actually stays more in now than out. And we don't keep him caged on the inside. I know, you guys, isn't that something? Like, we don't keep him in the kennel on the inside. Like, he just stays just like Suge was. He's a good dog. He don't poop and he don't pee. He tells us when he needs to go outside and everything. He come here. Ain't you a good boy? I love you. I do. Oh, and he's so beautiful. You guys, he's so beautiful. Like, we need him to get on out there and find these babies. Are you going to be able to do it, Diesel? He put his head down like, hell, I don't know. If you don't know, I don't know. He's like, when you tell me to find the baby, oh, trust and believe, he's still doing some training. He said, when you tell me to find the baby, he go look for the baby. He do. Y'all. But, yeah, that takes a lot of freaking training. And, the sad thing about it, I'm just going to be honest, it takes training almost like 24 hours, 7 days a week. or at least 2 hours a week or whatever. And have I been giving him that type of training? No, but because, I gotta work, and you're welcome. My dog's allergic to everything his vet told me to give him Claritin. Okay. I'm gonna try that. So we're gonna talk about Ziyah a little bit. Diesel, sit down, baby. Down. Like he said, I'm ready to go. Sit down. Sit down. Sit down. 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 Thank you. We're gonna talk about Ziyah, you guys, a little bit. I want to stay focused on this little girl. I know there's other stuff going on, but something about this case is okay. Northern Dame says, she said, I'm doing okay. Good. I see what you guys are saying. So, hey Carla, how you doing? What's going on? Everything good in you guys' neck of the woods. So this is an open panel, you guys. So I got my phone here. If you want to call, you can call and tell me what you think, because I believe I haven't given up on this child yet. Well, I say, as far as the child, I haven't given up in my thinking. She said there's so much going on in Michigan with the kids. It's horrible. You know what? Woke the God. This little girl told her friends she was going away. And she took clothes with her. That was our last part of our conversation that we had. What was Monday, right? So, I'm thinking to myself, okay. He must have told her, I don't want them to take the baby. It's our baby. And convinced her. Could have. I'm going to take you, me and you, we're going to run away together. He had to tell her something, because she told her friends she was going away. And that could have been part of his alibi. Yes, Carla. That could have been a part of his alibi to make her believe me and you, we're going to run away together. We're going to get married. And I don't care how many kids I got. I don't care how many, what's going on. It's just you and me, baby. And I love you and da-da-da-da-da. She packed her some clothes. Because you know what? Because what I seen her wear and what they found, everybody keep talking about that black hoodie. Now, if you know more than what I know, which is not a lot. I don't know too much. I mean, I'm keeping up with the Joneses, But and woke to God, I did not get to listen to that video yet. You know what, the video that you sent me, I have not got to listen to it, because you know what I'm going through at work. And then I did text you last night and let you know that homegirl, Home Slice, was back in the building, but they put her in a different department. And, that just didn't sit well. I knew it was a possibility. Highly possibility. Because, like I said, I figured that. That's why I tell you guys all the time, I'm never surprised. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. Because when something rattles my mind, like if a spirit rattles my mind, like, you know what? I'm going to ponder on it until I can get it out my system. And I said to myself, what needs to happen, I don't see that's going to happen the way we all know the rules, laws, and regulations. This goes by everything in life. I'm telling you guys. That's why I love to talk to you guys. Because you guys is in a different environment. You was raised from a different mother, from a different color sometimes, and all that. In a different environment, you guys think totally different. You guys think that when I hear what you say, it sounds foolish. Some people don't even say nothing. Well, you're not helping. I need you to tell me. It's no arguing. No, it's not. If I just don't believe it, or I'm trying to see what you see in your shoes, why you see it. There's some people in here been through what Ziyah been through. I know y'all ain't gonna believe what I'm saying, but I promise you, there's a person in here that been through what Ziyah been through. I mean, almost word for word, act for act, grandma to grandma, mama to mama, everything. They can be like, yeah, you know what? My mama gave me away, or she left me to my grandma, and things this happened, but they're not gonna tell you because y'all remember, and then y'all beat people up. I'm not saying y'all bad people. I mean, because a person try to tell you something, and you be like, you don't know what you talking about. But there's a reason when I'm going to tell you something, and I know some of y'all going to get mad and ain't going to say nothing. But you know what? I'm used to it. You don't say too much anyway. If you are attracted to this case, you know for a fact your spirit is telling you that there's people mentally, spiritually was wrong in this child's life. And you know it because you could see it, because guess what? It didn't have to be all physical. They had to take her mind first. And once they took her mind and she was on board with how they were treating her, I mean, she's a kid. I mean, she couldn't defend herself. Them women would have beat her down. So she had to be on board. This woman, this girl, this young lady was in survivor mode the whole entire time and didn't even know it. That was her life. And we know people like that. Spirit knows spirit. I'm just being honest with you. So, or if you are magnetized to this case, because you've either seen it around when you were growing up, or or you've been through it yourself. Not like, it don't even have to be everybody's like, oh, red is red, a Twix is a Twix. No, what I'm saying is, when there's people that are manipulating in your family, around you, your babysitter, your teacher, your father, your stepfather, your mother, your brother, your cousin, or whatever, that manipulated the situation and nobody didn't believe you. Hello. I know I'm preaching to the choir because it hurts me to when people sit back and say they don't know. They didn't know that this... There's no way in the world you didn't know. You knew you was not protecting the child. You were protecting yourself. mom, grandma, aunties. Because when you protect the child knows you protecting the child. Or you even protected them late. I told you guys, don't get mad at me. My mother sent me away. I thought she was horrible. But guess what? She couldn't make her decision up. Think about what I just said. So I felt, so you sent me away? Well, that was her way to protect me. She was protecting herself. And I was mad about it. I was mad. I was big mad. So that tells me you did know. You know. And like I said, there's nothing to be... See, you stop being a victim when you stop covering stuff up. Hello? Because when you cover stuff up, that shows that you know, like, you ashamed. You ashamed. What is it that you did? You should be ashamed. Shame of what? You a child. You shouldn't be ashamed. These are grown folks. They put this stuff on you. You don't know how to respond. You don't know how to react. You know, you got people in your ear. This little girl had this grown man in her ear. She had grown women sending her to this torture auto shop. That they were, only thing I heard, they were like, changing the tire, putting oil in the car. But they called themselves an auto shop. And then they said, oh, they had to change something really on a Jaguar. So they Googled it. And that's what they do. Yeah, they do that. When they can't figure something out or whatever. Oh, woo. And don't get me wrong. I'm not cutting down, people that's inspiring to have their own business. Because, hey, you do got to fake it till you make it. So I'm not pressed down on that. I'm just saying, the things that King said. Oh, yeah, the girl was in and out and the gas ran out. So we had to push the truck to the gas station. Now, they look like the Three Stooges. You got a gas can, you got a whole auto body shop. But you instead of go get gas, instead of going to go get gas, you rather push the car to the gas station. I'm not, that doesn't make sense. What is it, Diesel? Why you laying your head on my leg? You can't just lay your head where you want to, big old boy. And then when I say put your head down, you like, no. Sit down. Down, boy. So anyway, thank you, Sanja. Y'all come on in, share the live, and go ahead. And if you're not subscribed. Like, please like right now. Like it. Because we're definitely gonna, I made a decision, and I'm gonna tell you guys it. See, I come on here because you guys are my family. No, this is no bull. I don't play. Y'all. Barbara, I don't play. You know this, right? So, I've made a decision, and you guys know, especially with my job, guess what? I'm not going to do no overtime for a long time or whatever. Okay? No more overtime. I think I got the 28th I got to do. Other than that, I'm taking off every day that I'm off. And hopefully I can keep the freaking job or whatever. I mean, they're not like bad people like they're killing people and doing, But hey, I look at it like this. Trust this. Check this out. So, anywho's, when you just see people that you're like, you can't figure out, there's a reason why you can't figure them out. I usually, when I'm really frustrated and I'm trying to figure out what's going on around me, because I don't want to be surprised. I really don't. Because I hate surprises. They're never what I assume them to be. So, I don't like surprise. I mean, even if it's a good surprise, I just tell me what it is, or tell me where we're going. It doesn't pay to help them out, and they then turn it around on you. Right. Yeah, I almost lost my job on my day off. She says, no, I haven't. Just the thought of it having had happened to me or my children. Yeah. Do you know that is one of the things that a woman is scareful of bringing, especially little girls. I mean, it happens to boys too. But especially when you have little girls. Some women, you know what? My first child was a girl. And I was like, you know what? I left a whole relationship. Her father, while I was 6 months pregnant. When they told me I was having a little girl, I was like, I'm done. I was like, this man that I'm with, oh my God, no. I built up some courage. This man was 10, 12 years older than me. And I mean, I done been through a lot with him already. I done seen some things. And I said, I can't bring no little girl around this man. Y'all, if sometimes it's not good to tell people everything that you have went through in your life. Because like I said, sometimes y'all like to slap stuff in people's face. And when you get mad, you be like, that's why your mama don't want you. That's why your husband left you. That's why you broke. You broken big back, such and such. Y'all go ham crazy. Just because somebody didn't say hi. For real. You rolled your eyes. Look, I even quit showing my face. So how can I you rolled your eyes at me. You don't like me. I've ran into a young lady, and you guys was around, and she said that I rolled my eyes at her. I don't even, but everybody be like, your facial expression. My facial expressions is trust and believe whatever I'm talking about. My mind is talking to me about something else. I don't know what they want to call that. You know what I'm saying? But I be having conversations in my head, reading messages, and probably looking at my phone and reading text messages or listening to something in my ear. So if she see my eyes rolling or something, I don't know why she thought it was her. I trust and believe that was like a year ago or whatever. I don't even remember the young lady's name. But I promise you, Now, if we were talking about something and I do not remember the full conversation or whatever, I don't even remember having the conversation with her. But she said I did. But the funny thing about it is, it was like, I don't know what was going on. I couldn't tell you if I did roll my eyes at her or not. Because I will roll my eyes. I'm not going to sit here and say, people do get on my nerves. Because that's what happens when I do roll my eyes. Or I don't freaking believe you. Or my spirit telling me you just a liar. Yeah, I'll roll my eyes. Or you're just too much. You know when a person wants so much attention that, let me tell y'all something that happened last night. Okay? This is a true story. True story. Full, and I hate to say this, but I'm going to tell it to you because it did like kind of catch me off guard. I was surprised. And so I was asking the CNAs. I told them, I said, come on. I told them to go past water. Diesel, sit down somewhere. Oh my God, you gotta just get in here and tear up my whole room because you just cannot sit down because you just all over the place. And then now you done made me find my earbuds. Thank you very much. They were in there. Sit down. Sit down, clown. Sit down. No, you're going to sit down. You're not going to make me rub. Oh, God. I'm not mad at you, okay? He's like, no, you're going to rub. You're going to pet me. You just yelled at me. I did because you're a dog. Sit down. Down. You're in my room and you're doing too much. No. Go now and go sit down. And don't come back in. Oh, God. I was trying to keep them with me. So, anyway, I was telling these girls to... It was 2 women. Are you guys listening? Put a 1 in the chat. I just need to know. Not everybody got to put a 1. But, 1 or 2 people put a 1 in the chat. If you are listening, I want to share some with you. And I want you guys... Thank you, Sanja. Thank you, Lisa Taylor. So, and thank you, Lisa Calhoun. And Zena, thank you. So these 2, and Woke to God, thank you. So these 2 women, they're in their 40s, 45, 47. Okay? I said, I need you guys to pass water, okay? They say, okay. I go down the hall. I'm doing things. I'm helping them on the hall. I'm passing meds, doing treatments, getting everybody situated so they can have a good night. Because that's what I do, Thank you, Dana. I be calling her Diane. I used to call her something. Diane, Dina. I don't remember. Anyway, so I asked them. I said, "Hey, I need you guys to pass water," and one of the ladies, I'll say, lady one, her lady one, we'll call her Lady M, and then there's a Lady T. So I told Lady T, I said, I need you guys to do 2 things before you get off tonight. Because they get off at 10. It's a second shift. I said, make sure that you pass water, pass ice. Everybody got fresh ice water. And make sure all the trash is out. That's it. That. Whatever else, I know you got to answer lights and you got to check and change your stuff. But just make sure that water, everybody got fresh ice water, and everybody's trash is empty. Like there's no trash in the people's room. They said, so Lady T said, okay, pass that along to the other girl that you're working with, the young lady that you're working with, and let's get it done. So the night goes by and I ain't seen nobody passing any water. So I'm waiting and I'm like, well, dang. Here's the thing. 3rd shift comes in at 10 and I'm over 3rd shift. So I tell that young lady, when she comes in, make sure she go get the ice trays, the jugs, the canisters, their cups or whatever, and switch them out. Give them a new cup. New fresh ice. On every shift, ice water needs to be passed. Right? Okay. So, now it's 9:30. I told them this at 8. Never seen ice water passed or nothing. So 9:30, I said, okay, y'all come to the desk. Let me just talk to you. Let's chat about it a little bit. I said, we will always have a good night if the trash is out and the ice water is passed. the two ladies were standing there, and Lady T was shaking her head. Yeah, you're right. I said, that's what our boss wants, so that's what we need to do. Lady M says, well, that doesn't even make sense to me. I said, what don't make sense to you? She said, why do we gotta pass water? I said, because that's what you get paid to do. That's a part of your job. Tell me, listen, family, tell me why Lady M started crying. I can't even make this up. Did you guys hear me? And I'm looking at her, 46, 47 grown woman, crying because I'm asking her to pass water to the residents. I can't make this up. Okay, your job title is a CNA. What do you think a CNA job duties pertain to? Wiping butts, checking change, passing water, helping people to eat, repositioning, assisting the nurse. What I'm asking you to do, you're crying. She said it don't make sense. Why we gotta pass water? I can't even make this up. So when we're looking at these 40-year-olds and 30-year-olds, and you know that they're supposed to have common sense, right? It's not common. It was common when we were being raised. We knew we had common sense. We know that's part of your job. Girl! Girl! I can't even make this up. I'm sitting there and she's sitting there having a whole powwow crying. Like, I didn't raise my voice. I wasn't even standing up, so it wasn't very intimidating. I'm only but 5'2". This girl is every bit of 5'8", 5'9", weighing 400, 500 pounds or whatever. I know she have a little trouble, walking a little bit, but she losing weight and everything. She getting that epic pen or whatever kind of pen that is that makes you help you lose weight, But here's the thing. I used to go to school with this girl. She's older than, I'm sorry. Hold on. I said she was 40 something. No. This young lady, Lady M, I think she's 60. I think she's 60. No. I take that back. I think she's 61. Because I asked her one day, she's in her 60s. No, Lady T is in her 40s. But Lady M, she's in her 60s. Because I asked her, she was hard. I said, she fell. And I said, you're moving around really slow. I said, couldn't you retire? Can you retire? Because, this is hard on you. And I know it is. She said, Ozempic. She said, you said the epic. I don't know. Yeah, you're right, Zena. She said it doesn't have to make sense to you. If the nurse asks you to do something, just do it. Let me tell you something. You know, people are not getting taken care of when you ask somebody to do something as simple as pass some water and they just have a nervous breakdown and start crying. You know good and well the patients are not getting taken care of. It's really simple. If you know, if you tell me you're taking care of my family member, and then and my family member say, could you go get me a piece of bread, please? And then you go, oh, I don't want to go get you a piece of bread. Why I got to go get you a piece of bread? It doesn't make sense. I mean, that's stupid. That's dumb. I know good and well you can't be feeding my family member. They just asked you for a piece of bread. You ain't got to go make it. You ain't got to go bake it. You ain't got to go buy it. Just step your happy butt in the kitchen, open the loaf of bread, pull one piece of slice out, hand it to them. You can't do that? No, that doesn't make sense. I don't know why I have to go get you a piece of bread. And you're taking care of my family member? And you tell her, I'm looking at them and they're weighing $1.10, and you're telling me they're eating every day. Zena says she in the wrong field, like so many. Exactly. That protocol in every facility, everywhere, it should be done at the beginning of the shift, period. Exactly. 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 You know, so, you know, I just said, okay. And I put my hand up and I said, don't worry about it. And then they walked on like, okay. I started crying because it hurt my feelings because it make us seem like we're not doing anything. Nobody, see, you're adding to the equation. I don't know what you're doing. I know that water's not being passed. I know that. You know what? She walked away like I had just struck her nerve. I even gave them an example, and the example is, look, it's just like a car. Like if you had a car and you say, okay, y'all can drive my car, but you can only drive my car to the store and home. I can't get in your car and go wherever I want to go. I can't sit there and say, that's dumb. That's your car. So if that's what you want me to do in your car, is go straight to the store and back, I can't go to Town East and Town West. I can't go to Timbuktu. I can't go driving to Michigan because that's what I want to do. I can't go do what I want to do. And I told them, I said, my boss is my boss, and that's what she wants done with her facility. This is not my facility. And she expects me to make sure what she wants done gets done. So I'm asking you guys, she's not here. If she was here and she said, would y'all pass out? Y'all like, oh, we pass out, but we ain't finna do it. We ain't finna do it for SP. Because she asked us to pass out. That's dumb. You're not going to tell April that's dumb. You got to sit there and have a full conversation about water. And everybody knows one thing about good nursing, health. The number one reason why people get so sickly is because they're not only malnutrition, but they're dehydrated. Because you don't sit there and think, let me go get me a cup of water. Because a lot of water will flush a lot of stuff out. You guys do know that, right? And I'm telling them that. You know, their bones is, you know, they're lubricated a little bit better, moist and stuff. You know, the muscles is moist and stuff. You do not want to be dehydrated. You know what? 90% of elderly people, they get confused and combative and all this other stuff because they dehydrate. Oh, yeah, I see a glass of water sitting on your table. But you know what? You know how many people I done sent to the hospital because they confused and all, and they like, well, they were fighting me. Yeah, they fighting you because they ain't got no water in their system. Their body is shutting down. Even when I went to the hospital, I'm a full-grown woman working, going to this job, going to that job, and stuff like that. Or going in the hospital, they said your blood pressure high. They said, and we're going to have to get her some IV. She dehydrating. I can drink Pepsi, but my body is still dehydrated. They said I need more water. I need more fluids. Because your electrolytes is off and everything is off. People get confused. And then they get in the home and they be like, they combative. They were fighting. Some people have dementia. They don't remember to pick up a glass of water and drink. Or they get so busy, they don't drink. So they go day in, day out. And then they say, oh, there's no output. There's nothing to put out. Now, infection is setting up because they're not peeing. There's nothing to pee. Their body's trying to make water. Your body get tired of pulling from here and pulling from there, trying to get water, and start pulling stuff that it don't need to be pulled that you really need. Anyway, you guys, it's a long story, but grown women, the reason why I told y'all that, like I said, I learned stuff, and I look at stuff, and I look at life as the present time. And like I said, it was a 46, 47-year-old lady, T, and a 61, 62-year-old lady, M. Just refused to pass water. So when we looking at these cases, and we looking at a 40-something-year-old woman that's sitting back, adopting kids, grandmother, 61, 62, adopting kids. Got the kids cleaning up like they some kind of slave or something. But I don't really look at it like that, because to be honest with you, you know, when you're in a family, you know, 1 kid, 2 kids, 3 kids, guess what? That is your job. I believe that's how I was raised. So I do believe, like, yeah, kids, clean up. You know, mama got to work. Mama got to get this together. Mama got to make sure some cooking is done. Mama got to make sure the clothes is washed. Help her fold them up, or go clean the bathroom, or you vacuum. You vacuum and you take out the trash. I raised my kids like that. But I didn't raise them because they were slaves. I raised them like that because I want them to know to don't lay around in filth. I'm not your maid. So the little girl does have, I won't say had, because had is past tense, have skills to clean house, cook, and all that other stuff. But sometimes the adults just get to a point of having the kids take care of everything, and then they go run around. They run around and play. They run around and play. Baby. I'm going to tell y'all this. I did not pick up no overtime, no extra days in March. I have not. I'm going to get a lot of sleep, a lot of rest, and I'm not working my part-time job right now. I have not called them and said, look, put me on the schedule. They done called me at least 15 times. I kid you not, I'm not lying. Put that on everything I love. And I'm like, I'm not ready. Yeah. Because I told y'all what I plan to do. If you mess with my Michael Kors backpack, I'm going to kick your butt, boy. You doing too much. You got my stuff just out, my Nike and everything. Sit down, babe. You won't talk to him. He's like, I'm going to itch some more. Itch. Oh, my God. I think, I need to get him some So Soft stuff. She said, I blame the problem on administration for not backing up the nurses. Yeah. But what about the people in the world? Every time those CNAs go in that room, they are to offer them water. Wow. Zena. Well. You know what? And they like, this is so fast paced. This place is small, you guys. I'm telling you. Like, if you came from one of those giant places before, each hall got 30, 33, 34 residents. These halls don't carry that big. Like, my hall is only 18. 18. And they crying. We need another CNA. For what? Girl. Oh, Lord. Are you serious? And the CNA that's on the floor is acting like she the biggest thing popping. You only got 18 residents. What are you talking about? You need another CNA. And she like, I'm the best CNA they got. Girl, I would work. You know what? As old as I am, I could put people to bed. I could get them changed, cleaned, and everything. Day in and day out. Wouldn't be no lights. Nobody need water. Everybody be clean. Everybody be turned. Everybody be in bed. And I be just sitting there. And trash be out. Wheelchairs be clean. Floor be mopped. I'm here. So why would I not? Is there something you need me to do? Go clip some toenails? I asked him one time, can you clip some toenails? Oh, the nurse is asking us to do job, and we're not comfortable because they diabetic. Okay, that person is diabetic. You're right. But you can go put some lotion on them. You're right. That person, I didn't realize that. You're right. Good. Thank you for letting me know that. But, okay, those people are not diabetic. You can go cut their toenails. So the administrator be like, oh, the CNAs be at the front desk. They just be sitting there. You ask them to do something. They go tell the DON. She's hard. Yeah, I'm gonna tell y'all something. And this is the truth. The nurses says, this is what the nurses says. I'm on the first floor. As soon as you walk in, you see me. The other nurses, they is on the top floor, on the second floor. Okay, now check this out. So there's CNAs on each floor. So the CNAs be like, I don't want to work on the first floor. Well, that's because, there's a standard. We are accountable of how we look when people walk in the door. And I've told my DON, I don't like to work in another nurse field. I have to come in. She's, I don't like it. I mean, it's just, she can empty the trash. She can wipe down bleach. I can smell her body odor. And I'm not even tripping. I'm just saying, I don't like to work in filth. So, at least have the desk clean. Okay? Because I just don't. And evidently she done took some kind. She didn't get mad about it. The desk is now starting to be clean when I come in, and the trash is being taken out. It's all good. Okay? And I'm not saying people got to change because of me, but, it's been like 3-4 months. And if I say something to her all the time, and I do, say, look, can you have the desk clean? I would like to sit down and get report. I'm standing there, I have to hold my paper because because you've got the whole desk just scattered with medication, boxes, pills, food, lotion. It don't even make sense. I come in 10-15 minutes early. First thing I do as soon as I come in, I clock in while I'm outside because I clock in on my phone, right? I clock in and then I come in and I set my bag in the chair because there's nowhere else to set it. I get my glass case out. I wipe my glasses, clean my glasses so I can see really good. I get my pens out. I get my equipment out. And then I sit down so I can get report. That takes me about 5 minutes, so I still got 10 more minutes. I might take me a little sip of my little soda or whatever. But I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go. Do you know I have to sit there for 30 to 40 more minutes because she's not ready? Every night when I go to work. Now, this is my thing when it's time to get off work. I've got the desk clean. I got it wiped down with bleach. I've got the setup for the next nurse to come in and the paperwork ready for them to take the report. I've got everything put away. I've got everything signed off. I've got everything together, right? I'm going up and down the hall. I even sweep and mop, take out all the trash. Why? Because I don't want you to say that you've got to work in filth. You'll never be able to say that. I even told the CNAs, you do not come setting up here spreading your filth at the nurse's desk. Even the CNAs I love the most, and there is some that I love the most, they get mad at me. They be like, I'm just eating Popeye chicken. Go take it to the kitchen or something. They be like, but okay, because you got your drink here, and then you got your and then you got a napkin over there, and then you got your spoon and your straw there, and then you're playing on your phone there, and then you get up and then you got your hat, and then you got your shoes over here, and you and there's no place for a nurse. So people come in and they be like, what are y'all doing? Y'all setting up camp, home, or what? Or whatever. I said, you go take that in the dining room. Set up however you want at one of those tables. There's 25 of tables in there. But don't do that here when, you spill something. Now I'm trying to figure out where's the paperwork, and then it's got ketchup on it, and you sitting there smiling. Yeah, I love conversating with you, but we're going to have to conversate over there. But anyway, they didn't get mad about it. They was like, okay, I'll respect that. I won't come sit at the nurse's desk. Cool. So when we conversate, I'll go over there in the dining room and we sit down at the table and, hey, the whole table be a hot mess. I don't care. So, yeah. So, anyway, you guys, I come in the front door and nobody likes to let me in the front door. They all walk around and they hear me at the front door and they be like, I know that's SP at the front door. I'm not finna go open up the front door. Let her stand there and ring that bell. Da, 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 da. You know what? It is what it is. I know that's what they do. I see them do it. They be like, she needs to go park in the back with us. My car is better than her car. And their car probably is. That they see. They don't see my other car. I can tell you that. But, I park in the front because that's just what I prefer to do. Why? Because I'm a worker and I don't plan on coming in the back door. It's almost like I'm in the slave days where you come in the back door and all this other stuff. No, I don't want the front door because I am a worker, But when they come in that door, they you know what? Everybody that rings that bell, I'm right there opening up the door, and they be like, "Thank you." I say, "You welcome." I don't get it in return. They treat me bad, you guys. But you know what? I don't care. These women, and I'm telling y'all, you think that they understand their age and how to treat young ladies or whatever. I'm not saying I'm the best. I definitely ain't the worst. And yeah, I am comparing. I'm sitting there thinking to myself, if this is what we have in a normal world that don't hurt kids and babies and things of this nature, you don't even want to give an older person water. Or someone that can't even walk water. That's a normal person. I'm going to tell you guys something. I'll walk in a room and I'm busy. And when I say I'm busy, I've got 3-4 hours of work ahead of me that I have not even started. And I'm in there and I'm like, okay, here's your meds. Let me get your vitals and stuff like that. And everything. Every day I feel like, oh, let me just go ahead and skip the vitals. But I can't. Because I know the minute I skip the vital, I'll come back and something happened to that resident and the doctor asked me, what's their vitals? I can't just make up a number. I gotta, no matter how much work I got ahead of me, I gotta take that vital. And at the time I'm taking the vital, they ask me, can you empty my urinal? Can you give me some ice water? Can you put a little lotion on me? And you know what? I'm on a 30-minute run starting at 6 o'clock. Don't really get started till 7. All the way until 10:30. Doing what? Emptying urinals, getting ice water, putting lotion on people, positioning them in bed, putting people to bed. And what is my CNAs doing? They in the dining room sitting down crying about some water. My administrators say, it's the way you set the tone for your shift. Politically you're correct. But if you have a nurse that's trying to get the people to do what you expect them to do, and they start crying and they run into you, and I'm going to tell you why they cry. They want to tell on you anytime you do something wrong or ask them to cut a toenail and that person is a diabetic or something. But they know good and well. You see, they are worth nothing. It takes them 10 minutes to change one person. They in the room chattering, chitter chattering. Oh, my arms hurt. Oh, my legs hurt. Oh, Okay, Zena, you're right. And you know what, you guys? I'm looking at this like these are good, normal people. So what do we expect out of people that are sitting at home, adopting these kids, and how they're raising them? See, people had problems. Let me tell you something. And I'm just going to tell the truth. I almost said the TIL. I'm going to tell the truth. I remember when people were upset when there was a certain group adopting kids. Hey, Kevin Ball, I see you in the building. And I do got my glasses on. There was. Almost the whole world was like, why we're letting this certain group adopt these kids? Wasn't looking at the advantages. Wasn't looking. You're looking at their sexual preference, their alternative marriage status or whatever. You're offended. You know what? No. You better quit looking at people on the outside, looking at color. You better quit looking at people on the outside of their sexual lifestyle and alternative lifestyle. Yes. Quit doing that. Because we don't live in that kind of time. These kids need to be with people that's going to love them and going to treat them like children and let them grow up and not fiddling around with them and all this other stuff. Just because a person is not. I don't want to even say it. And I told you guys a long time ago, I know you guys thought you knew me, but you really don't know me. Like, and I'm not saying it's okay, or I'm not saying it ain't okay. But you can't judge a book by its cover. You can't. Grandma's sitting there talking about, I'm gonna give y'all the routine, what we do. No. Y'all want to hear it? Press 1. Put a 1 in the chat. This is Grandma. I kid you not. Just one person put a 1 in the chat. And I'm going to tell you, and some of y'all going to laugh, but it's going to be the truth. I'm going to tell you Grandma's routine. Come on, Sonia said, tell it to us. She said, tell it to us. Here's Grandma's routine. I get the kids up at 6:30. And they get ready. And then we start praying. Mother effer, if you don't get your A somewhere and sit down, little B, you little fast little thing, you put that jacket on right. God dang it, I done told y'all, and God, and then you say prayer too, little Tommy. You say prayer too. If y'all don't make sure y'all straighten up that mother effer kitchen before I get home today, I can. Okay, now such. Now, in saying God's name, amen. That was her prayer. I kid you not. They couldn't pray and cussing at the same time. And then she said, I take the kids to school because they like eating breakfast at school. I would too. I wouldn't know if you was going to put some cyanide in my cornflakes or not. Girl, you doing the most. Are you stressed out? Was it stress? Like, I know you want to be a good mama and think, but that's a lot. That was a lot for me. That told me, like, I'm trying to have some compassion for grandma because I can feel the stress. But you stress because you're after that money. Not cooking breakfast. Let me tell you something. It takes a while to be a good mother, but she had already raised her kids. She was raising her second set of kids. And did you do well with those? That judge said nobody shed a tear. Shannon didn't shed a tear. Nobody in the family shed a tear for this girl. Matter of fact, the judge was mad. Grandma didn't even call the police and count this girl missing. She went home. So, and I'm not even faulting her for that, to be honest with you. You know why? Because if the little girl had ran away before or come in late, she probably think, okay, I gotta be home, so we'll know that she come home. I have nowhere else to look for her. I really cannot count her bad but I don't understand why you didn't call the police. I don't care if it's a 24 hours you gotta wait to make a report. Once you made that phone call, baby, that's a report. That's gotta go in the report. Y'all know that, right? Come on, y'all. Y'all know that the minute you call the police and say, my child's missing, that's a report. That means if they see her, pick her up. If she's in a club, pick her up. If you see a man with a child, then look, she's 5'2", she weighs 120 pounds, she's got blonde and black hair, she got braids, you're making a report. Now, you're not going to put her on the missing. And I'm saying this because people's getting into this complex of saying what they've heard for years and years and years. You can't make a report for 24 hours. No, you can make a report right then, right there. My child's missing, because you're not going to come back later on and say, I didn't care about my child, or we didn't connect the dots with this child that we found in the river down there that's 5'2", blonde and braided hair, and a man standing on the bank. We didn't put two together. That's your child. You make a report. Exactly, Carla. She should have called the police anyway. And I don't know if anybody in here ever had a child missing before, or ran away, or went over to their friend's house when you told them not to. My son come to me and he's like, Mama, can I spend the night over at Billy's house? And I said, no, you got school in the morning. And then I come home from work and my son's not at home. And I'm looking everywhere. I don't even know where Billy lives. So I'm looking and I'm looking. You know what I do? I call the police, because I'm looking for my child. And I'm looking and I'm looking and I'm looking. I don't wait 24 hours. 24 hours can't do nothing for me but make my child be in a situation and somebody could have seen it and helped. Did they tell me, when did you expect your child missing? I said, when I come home. It's 6 o'clock and he's not here. And now it's 9 o'clock. Well, ma'am, you got to wait 24 hours. No, I understand that. But my child is missing. So if you see a little black little boy, got brown eyes, he only stands like 4 feet, he's a little chunky, he weighs about 125 pounds. That's my child. I want him home. He's got on blue jeans and a black t-shirt, a jacket or something. You see him walking, please pick him up. Is he in any trouble? Or is he at the hospital or something? This is not like my child not to be home at 9 o'clock at night. And then the first thing in the morning, I go down to the police station. I'm supposed to be taking my final exams. My teacher says, I'm going to fail you if you don't come in and take your final exam. I go in, I go, I just read it real quick. She said, I missed it by 1. You know what? I walked out. I really don't give a damn. I really just don't. Now I'm off to the police station. Okay. Hear anything about my child? And then I find out that all I had to say was, my child is on a special waiver for school. There's a disability there. They said, what? Yeah, there's a 504. He's on I think that's what it's called, the 504, whatever. My child's been out of school for so long, I don't even remember what it's called. You guys know what I'm talking about. Whatever. Special class or whatever. And then guess what? We ain't got to wait till 9 o'clock tonight. They put a alert out. Yes, she know what I'm talking about. Uno knows what I'm talking about. I'm telling you, they were like, oh, he's in a special ed program class. I said, yes. They said, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. And then they was like, tell us what he looks like. Tell us such and such and such. This is like 9 o'clock in the freaking morning. And I'm going to tell you right now, and you can't tell me, and I don't have to read nobody's paperwork. I guarantee you, this little girl was smart, but I guarantee you she had a 504 program too. I guarantee she did in some class. It don't have to be in every class. It could have been in reading or speech or something, because she comes from the system. So we know that she probably was either the mother lost her because she had something in her system, or she was a preemie baby. She was behind some kind of shape, form, or fashion, but she probably was on a 504 program. Y'all, I can't make this stuff up. I lived it. I did. I know. So when they on a 504 program, you ain't got to wait no 24. You ain't even got to wait 8, 9, 10. And if I would have known that, I would have been like, that's the first thing would have came out of my mouth. I'm telling you guys, so if you got kids, they got kids that is on that program, don't wait till 24 hours. They can do something right then and there because of the 504. That child is in danger. And then let me tell you what happened. Once I told them that, he has special classes, like he's not going to understand if somebody's trying to take advantage of my child. Because I went to all his friends and they don't know where this Billy lives. And I don't know either. So we found out that Billy and Billy's dad was going out of town. They asked me, they say, do your son got a phone? And I said, yes. They said, what's the phone number? So I gave him the phone number. They tracked that phone. Boom! They said they on the highway. They said they on the highway. They in another county. They in another state, ma'am. Your son is in. I said, hey, hold up. No, can't be. They was like, yeah, we got him. We tracked him. They at a house right now. They was in another town at a house. And they had the house covered. I'm telling you. Y'all would have thought it was some kind of MacGyver thing and stuff. I'm sitting at the station. It took them no less than 5 minutes to find my child in another freaking state just by that phone. He wasn't on the phone. He wasn't making phone calls just because I knew the phone number that my child had and because we were there. This man had took my child to a whole different state. And they were doing badly things with my child around. And you know what they did? You want to know what the police did? They called the house phone to where they was at. And they said, hello, ma'am. This is the police department, such and such. I think it was Emporia. They was like, hello, this is the Emporia Police Department. We have your house surrounded. You have a child in there that the mother states the child is missing. And we need you guys to bring that child out right now. They was on the phone going, who? The police? They looked outside and they was like, oh my God. Oh my God. And they was like, no, he told us that his mother said it was okay. They said, no, it is not okay. Did you talk to the mother? They was like, no, but he told us, like, we need you to bring that child out. We need you to let that child go right now. Did you hear me? I'm telling you guys, I went through this. And they was like, it's a misunderstanding. The child told us his mother said it was okay that he can come with us. It's never okay. I have not given you the okay. They had to send my son out that house. I couldn't make this up, you guys. I can't make it up. And I failed my test. I had to take that class over. I felt it. She said I felt it by one, which I know I didn't, but I don't care. You know? So, the moral to the story to tell you is, when she was like, did not make a report, she did not call the police, she did not engage in trying, she's just going to wait till in the morning, go to the school, and the school called the police. She allowed the school to call the police. Not enough love. Not enough love. Diesel, sit down. Where was you at, baby? Big old boy. Sit down. Sit down. Who doesn't check with the mama first? Exactly. She said that was a blessing he was found. Yeah. Yeah. And he wasn't even on the phone. He went, they brought my child home. He was like, Mama, I didn't run away. I said, I told you. No. You wanted to spend the night somewhere and you guys decided, I'm going to do it anyway. No, you're not. You're a child and you're with these adults. Don't you know if they would have done something to you, I wouldn't know where you was at. They don't care about you, boy. And then I come to find out, my son told me they were transporting some marijuana. I don't need my child in the middle of a big grown adult got kids with them doing stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So these grandmas and these mamas, at the age that they are, I'm appalled. I'm never surprised. Y'all think that everybody's gonna have the common sense, and they're not. She's talking to Sanja, exactly. When my niece texts or call me and want to come over, I call my sister and verify that she knows that. Yeah, because you know what kids do. They say, Mom, can I go over Billy's house and spend the night? And then you go, yeah. And then they go to Billy's mom and say, Billy's mom. Billy say, Mom, can I go over Bob's house and spend the night? And then she say, if Bob's mom say it's fine, it's fine. And then both of the kids is out at night. They ain't at nobody's house. They out doing the most. Shalana, I haven't seen you in a long time. How you doing, sweetheart? Haven't seen ya. Greetings to you. Anyway, you guys, it's crazy. I mean, you know, and then the little boy, her brother, says, y'all take it easy on the grandma. Take it easy on his grandma. Well, I'm going to tell you, states do take it easy on grandmas. You know, and older people. And they don't see they was more of the problem, or some of the problem. I wouldn't say she's the full problem, but I mean, she tried to raise the kid. You know what I'm saying? Nobody goes and adopt kids to say, I'm gonna be bad. See, that's what people be thinking. Oh, you're saying, I was trying to do this and do that. No, I'm not saying she went into this knowingly, you know. But things, you know, when you start being relaxed and you're tired and you're getting sick, and, you know, being an older age, sick comes around the corner almost every other week. You know, your legs aching, your arms, your hands, you can't work. You got to deal with these kids. The kids ain't listening. You trying to make it work, and the kids ain't listening. And you got to whoop them, or you got to send them to the room, and the house is destroyed, and you got to keep them from fighting, and you got to keep them separated at times, and you don't know who to believe, and such is telling on such and such. It's always good to have one person in the family that tells, because at least you know. Because that person that tells is more loyal than the ones that don't. And I'm learning that. And I'm thinking that's why my boss is probably thinking what she's thinking. I got somebody that tells on the nurses and tells on what's going on, so now I know what's going on. Girl, that's too minimum. I told her it was too small. Like, you know, I mean, that's just a conversation like, oh, okay, well then you can go do this. That's not something that you need to know every 5 minutes of my life because I'm at work. Like if I talk to a resident and say, well, you know, I don't know that. Oh, well, she talked to a resident and she said this. She raised her voice. You're to the point that your CNA is saying, I raised my voice. I'm going to tell you guys something. And I promise you, it is not that serious outside of my house. Nothing outside of this house really matters to me for me to raise my voice. Now, when it comes to these babies now, I'm going to be honest with you. I will get versatile. I will. I will. But at work, no. You know what? You don't do it. It's not my problem. I just don't understand it, to be honest with you. And, well, I'm not going to go put the cup in your hand and the water in your hand and make you. It just seems like every time when I try to tell somebody at work to give somebody some water, it's a problem. And that's got me disturbed. It really do. Yeah, she got them babysitting. That girl, you know why that's why that girl didn't want to be at home. The girl told her friends she was going away. She was going away. She didn't. I don't believe she was talking about, yeah, I'm going to kill myself or anything like that. But she told her friends she was going away. So he must have told her, we're going to go away and have this baby. So, could there be hope that she could be alive somewhere? This is the whole conversation. So they can at least put out an Amber Alert. Yeah. And you know, when my child came up missing, that was what? Oh, was it 10? Like he's what? 21, 22 now. So that was like 10 years ago. That was 10 years ago, right? So my child is like 22 now. Full grown man. Or no, I'm sorry. That was probably like 20 years ago because I think he's 28. I'm tripping. He's 28. He's 28 or he's 30. He's 30. So yeah, he's 30. So that had to be 20 years ago. Time sure do fly, don't it? It flies. You guys, I'm just saying, you know, when people are raising kids, they don't, I know there's not a book and we don't think alike, and she probably didn't know these things, and as you go through them, you're not going to know these things. So I give her the benefit of the doubt. She didn't know, and you know, we go off of what people say. You can't make a report for 24 hours. But let me tell you something. When it's your child, that's the difference, you guys. And I tell y'all, it's a different when it's your blood. It came out of your stomach, your belly. You carried that child for 9 months. It's a whole different persona. Your child come up missing, you can't even breathe. Let alone you sitting there on the phone, can't remember what the child was wearing or had on, or is his shoes missing, where his friends live. You know you done dropped them off 2 or 3 times. Now you kicking yourself in the butt because you don't even know his friends like you thought you did when you were saying, yeah, he can go over Billy's house and all this other stuff. This woman was not panicking like that. But when it's your child, you don't care about no 24-hour service. You need people to help you look for this child. You don't care about going to jail. You be thinking to yourself, yeah, you're going to think, I'm going to jail. But you know what? I need to find this child. That same child came up missing when he was like 4 or 5, running down the street. I kid you not, you guys. And I thought to myself, maybe his father came in the house and got him and got mad or whatever. And I went and dropped the other child off from school, and I come back and he's gone. My boyfriend's still laying in the bed, but my child is gone. Explain this. How you going to explain this? I can't cover this up. I want to cover it up, but my child's missing. Okay, you're going to weigh it real quick. My child's missing. I'm hollering, I'm screaming. I went through the whole house. I looked through the trash. I looked in the backyard. I'm hollering and screaming. He don't know where he is. I don't know where he is. Okay, 911. My child's missing. Okay, ma'am. Okay, give me your address. Where do you live? Okay, explain. What do the child look? How old is the child? The child's 4. The child's 5. The child is special needs. He's in school. Oh, the child goes to school already? Yes, because he can't speak well. He doesn't. He's 4. I told you my child was slowly developed because he was a preemie. So he wasn't saying mama and dada or and anything. So yeah, we had him in rainbows. I don't know what you guys call it, but it's called a school called Rainbows. So yeah, he's in a diaper still at 4 and he can't really speak. Special needs. Your child has any. It can be minor. Those are minor things. Nothing. You think it's funny? It's not funny. Those things are in place for your child. And 90% of you guys don't even understand you have those privileges when your child needs those special needs. That changes the whole ball game. I'm hoping I'm preaching to somebody that you think I'm not. Listen, you don't know when you're going to need this information and it's going to come to you and you're going to say, SP says, tell them that my child is a special needs or has special needs or in a special program. And they'll jump up on that pony really quick. So most of y'all think, oh, it's just the white people that got these special privileges. No. They just know how to get them because their child got special needs. Shalana says, I dealt with it before when my son didn't come straight home from school. I went straight to the school. They told me if I go home and if he's still not there, then they're going to issue an Amber Alert in sin. Sound like to the grandma didn't make a missing child report because grandma knew exactly where the child was. Or no tears, no emotion, no nothing. She knew. 504 is a special disability program. Yes. Diesel said he needs. Did y'all hear Diesel barking? He said he needs to go out. Come here, Diesel. See, that's what he telling me. Let him out. Come here. You need to speak. Speak. Speak, boy. Okay, you're gonna look crazy. You gotta go outside, baby. Huh? Give mama sugar. You say give mama sugar. Nah, stop it. You just cannot just give me some sugar, huh? I'm trying to make him give me sugar. And he want to lick my lip. I didn't say lick my lip. What parent gonna wait at home? I know. You can't. You be sitting there crying and everything and the night going by and everything. Oh my God. Let me let Diesel out. Hold on. So anyway, you guys, she says, I feel like grandma didn't really care. I feel like she knew as well and she made up a lie and said she ran away. Shalana says the police, but he was home, just walk his friend home at the other end of the street. Well, you guys, I'm not blaming the grandmother, but I'm saying it could make a difference to make that phone call. She said, I'm going to call the search teams, news reporters, neighbors, mayor. Okay. You're going to call the search teams, news reporters, neighbors, mayor? So, we're going to end. We're going to close this. But I wanted to share with you guys. The little girl said that she was going away. She told her friend she was going away. And I'm wondering, could she, I mean, I know it's a far throw in a lake than a pond. You know, if you have a lake, a pond, a river, and you throw a stone as far as you can, does it hit the same? The distance will be the same. The sound will be different because a lake, a pond, and a river, the depths are not the same, the width are not the same, and the flow is not the same. Even on the same day, it would not be the same. That's crazy. I just thought about that. Somebody gonna snatch that and make some money. Yep, you watch and see. So it's not the same. Every missing report will always be different. I called the police when my dog went missing. Zena, you know you didn't. She was like, my dog is missing. What color is your dog? She probably called 911. This is 911. How can I help you? Yes, Grover's missing. Okay, Grover. Okay, how old is Grover? Grover's 2 years old. Grover's 7. So, what was he wearing? A black and white, kind of a really fluffy black and white, fur on the pants or on the shirt. Everywhere. Okay, what does he? He got brown eyes, got a black nose. And they was like, we got a missing dog right now in the neighborhood. Oh my goodness. She said, I called the police when my dog went missing. And they walk around like they don't care, no emotion at all. I know, and mad at the world. And I know that people are looking at them crazy and everything. Because people want to blame people. And I'm not saying I'm not. I'm not blaming nobody. I'm just saying we all make mistakes, you guys. Sasha said, Grover gone, y'all. Find him. I can't believe she called talking about my dog missing. I know you didn't say my dog. You probably said the dog's name. Because everybody be like, Diesel's missing. I came home and Diesel's not here. Okay, how old is Diesel? Diesel's 2. Okay, man, why did you go to the store and leave your child at home? Because we do call Diesel our son. Diesel's our son. Because me and my husband together don't have a child together. So Diesel's our son. And I don't even know where my husband is at right now. He needs to come because we need to go get this car. She said, I'm a blaming my entire family. I know that's right. All right, you guys, I'm going to get off of here. But it was just open, if anybody wanted to jump on. And I would have offered or whatever. And we just got to talking about just little stuff about the Ziyah Harris case. You always have to go back and recant what you done went through, what you done seen, how you felt when your child came up missing. What was your whole reaction? What did you do? What did you not do? What do you know now to do differently? She said a black poodle, he was wearing a t-shirt that said recreation on it. Girl, you go with your bad self. You go with your bad self. You gave me a laugh. Yeah, he's a black poodle. He was wearing a t-shirt. I can't see. Oh my God. She said she called the police when her dog came up missing. And let alone, there's people. Guess what? And I would do the same thing. She said his name was Onyx. And they probably did look for Onyx too. Yeah. They probably looked for Onyx too. They probably like, ma'am, well, you know, because I'm going to tell you something. The more that you pressure them and call them and call them and call them and stuff, they'll be like, okay, maybe we need to send someone out to make sure that this lady is okay. And go get her report. Maybe she's having a nervous breakdown or something. She done called the police and said her dog Onyx is missing and he's wearing a t-shirt that says recreation or something on it. Okay, let's go see if we can go get a welfare check done on this young lady. Disney said, let me in there. Anyway, you guys, I'm going to get off of here. Thank you guys for coming on in. We're going to have questions and comments. Please get your questions together. I still got to look at that video. I'm off tonight, so I will look at that video. Woke the God. And, yeah, very cute name, ain't it? Onyx. You guys, I'm just telling you guys, some of the things that people go through, they could figure it out. They don't want to figure it out. I'm just being honest. That's the way I see life now. Like this new world, I don't even have the time. My daughter told me, Mama, don't even waste your time. They know. They sit there with their fake tears and crying and stuff. They want you to have pity. Pity for what? I'm telling you guys, I always get a mental look at people's way of thinking. When I told this woman to pass water, she literally started crying. And I'm sitting there like, you're trying to make me feel like I've attacked you in some kind of shape, form, or fashion. Girl, if you don't stop with your big ass, girl, oh, Lord, if you don't stop doing too much and want to get paid, and then, and you know the sad thing about the whole situation is, this lady just told me that she got evicted out of her house, and so she's got to move in with her boyfriend and everything, and because all these bills and stuff like that. And she done been married 3-4 times. And this used to be a really cute woman in school. You know what I'm saying? But still can't make a right decision. That's what I'm saying. All right, you guys. We got trolls coming in here. So, with that note, I'll see you guys later. Bye.